would prove once more that I am the ever-chosen. And then the whole world will burn before I rest again.
I do not blame you if hearing my name has caused you to void your bounds.
Welcome, comrades. It's time for a new campaign to begin. So I did a poll on YouTube about which faction to be next, and I did a poll on my Patreon about which faction to be next, and Chaos won them both. I was thinking about being the Dwarves, of course. Beastmen were maybe an option. I've done the Empire, I've done the Elves, and I've done Greenskin, so I'm not interested in those. I'm not really too fussed about the Vampires at the moment, so Chaos have won the day. I fancied a Horde, and the initial challenge is apparently hard, so it'll make a change from the Wood Elves campaign. Now, who to be? I could go for the almighty Chaos Leader Archaon, Destruction on Legs, Kolek Sun Eater, or self-proclaimed sexy man, Prince Sigvold. I'm gonna go with Prince Sigvold. Whoa, I hear you cry. Prince Sigvold? You got Kolek there and you're gonna be Prince what? Well, two main reasons, my friend. Number one, he's probably the lesser done one, on YouTube at least. I think Kolek's probably the obvious choice that everyone goes for. And as you may or may not know about me, I'm not a big fan of magic, so Archaon, probably not the best choice for me. So Sigvold's left, and I'm a pretty big fan of Sigvold. I like him in melee. He gets regeneration later on, so should be cool. He starts with Chosen as well, that was the other reason I wanted him. And we're going to be playing on very hard. Oh, shh, it's starting.
The old world is weak. The mortal nations flounder in their own incessant and petty wars. Ignorant of what truly awaits in the north. I come before the mighty Archaon as a mere minion. For now, at least, the gods' favored champion chooses to hear my advice. I pray to the dark powers that I do not fail him. Despite such a risk, I urge my master that now is the time to march south. The Northmen grow restless. We must harness that and send the tribes in a great tide southwards to flood the old world. Archaon himself, chosen of the gods, will lead the hordes of chaos as we despoil the lands of men and dwarfs. No soul, no matter how blackened or pure, shall see salvation.
Your adopted father calls you, Sigvald. The Dark Prince desires destruction and perversion of the world. Let it begin. You shall go into the lands of the mortals to spread fear and destruction. The Norse tribes to the west shall fall easily before you. Bind those willing to join your cause, and slay the rest. Further to the south lie the nations of men. They will resist your advance, and for good reason. You will bring them annihilation, mighty lord. Devour the mortal souls to bring the favor of the Chaos Gods. March forth and spread oblivion in their name.
So it begins, the reign of Prince Sigvold. We've got to raise some settlements, and that's all good. So, we begin up here in the Chaos Wastes. Not a lot going on. Got good old Sigvold with his starting army. Let's have a look at it. Got the Chosen. We've got some Chaos Warriors, nice. A couple of Marauders, a couple of horses. Oh, we've got some Chaos Spawn. Ooh, I like this little army. It's a good starting army. I am happy with that. Could upgrade the Horde right now. We won't do that just yet. We'll get on the move. We'll get things underway a bit first. I do, of course, intend to recruit Kolek and Archaon at some point when they're available, once I do whatever I need to do to get them available. It's looking like Bearsunling camp here is going to be my first target. It's unmanned, and I'm very ready to kill. Got some research. Ooh, I've got to pay for my first research. Jesus. Won't do that yet. We haven't got a great deal of money. We'll wait till we make a bit of wonga. So, as far as a plan for this campaign, I have no idea. I haven't really played Hordes much, so I'm a little bit inexperienced with the old Hordes. I wanted to play this battle, but they're not really going to put up much of a fight, so we'll just auto-resolve. We shall probably just raise this. Ooh, what? What's this? Awakened Tribe? Ooh, okay. That could be useful, actually. I'm going to need some allies in this. I think that's one thing I found. I played a little bit of the Beastmain campaign. I found that just having no allies is really difficult. So I think we'll awaken the tribe, which means we'll reinstate whoever was there before. I think it was the Varg had that. The Varg took them over. He's got a nice bear banner. Awesome. So I'll bring them back to life and they'll love me and I won't have to fight for their affections to gain an ally. I should have one already. We just have to try and help them grow a little bit, maybe.
The gods
we'll start to move up. Oh, wrong button. Although we can see what's going on. I'm at war with pretty much everybody. Cool. Okay, let's have a look around. What we got? Kislev is there, just to the west of me. They've got 9 places. Whoa, they're pretty powerful. We could start to pester them a bit. Bearsunling, very friendly with them, although deteriorating for some reason. We have a military alliance with them, automatically. Not sure why it's deteriorating though. Oh well. A war with the Scaling and a war with the Varg. Ideally, I'd like to try and befriend them. Or at least one of them. Maybe we can wipe one out. It'd be easier to control one faction rather than 2. It's mostly like... Oh, there's some dwarves over here. Is that dwarves? I think it's dwarves. It looks like a dwarven banner. Kraka Drak, that sounds dwarven to me. Okay, so a little bit of everything around. There's a little place here that's seemingly unprotected. I may begin my reign of terror there. Got skill point, campaign movement range is a no-brainer. We'll do our research now. Let's go. Right, so we'll go and test the waters in Kislev, I think. We'll go and see what's over there, see how many armies are lingering around, see how much raiding and sacking and whatever we can do. Because obviously we can't really see much, so I'm going to edge up slowly, just in case there's 5 armies on the other side of Volksgard. Which there is not, seemingly. I'm just out of range, I think. That's annoying. There's no one... Oh, there's Prague there as well. Doesn't seem to be anyone there either, so we should be all good to attack that place. Bellington's slowly making up an army. Maybe they'll come and help me. Maybe I can get them to come to war with me. Can I set them a war target? Seemingly not.
Tribe is open to
Gonna try and make them a vassal. They could be my puppets. But making them a war target is what I want to do, or give them a war target, but I can't remember. We'll leave that for now. Doesn't matter. We can take Volksgard by our damn self. For our research, we shall... It doesn't really matter too much. We're going to get them all fairly quickly, so we'll just do whatever. Let's go. I want to get this raiding, sacking, raisin shizzle underway. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Dimitri's here. He's not going to be able to get here in time to save this, though. There's a puny army there. No point fighting that. We'll destroy that. Happy days. And I think we'll get a fair amount of money, but I think I'd like to start spreading some chaos. So I think raising it's probably the better call. I want to get this chaos all up in their lands. Oh yeah. Okay, so Sigvold has done his worst. Now I'm going to try and pull him back a bit. Don't think I have any movement range left, but that's okay. He's got a skill point. We shall put it into his blade skills. Some cool quest stuff up here. Got to get that regeneration one at some point. I think that's the armor for that. I do want to make him a pretty good leader, but I also want him to be quite formidable in combat as well. So we'll start to spread him quite evenly, I think. Let's see if Kislev come at me. Oh, they have not. They've stayed put, thankfully. So I think I'm going to pull back a bit. Berlingsing. Oh, they've got 1 million horsemen. That's not going to save us. I think we'll start making our way up the north of that side there instead. I don't want to go through Kislev because I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up surrounded. Which is what I found in the Eye for an Eye campaign as Beastmen. If you travel too deep into territory, you end up surrounded. But of course the Beastmen can use Beast Pass to get away from it. And the Chaos don't have such an underground luxury. So I think I'm going to have to be very careful. Or this campaign could be over very, very, very quickly. I'm trying to get my bear boys to come to war with Kislev. I think that's why I couldn't set them a war target earlier. Maybe just Kislev? So moderate chance? No. Okay, never mind all that. Let's try to move a bit more north. Force march our way up there.
Moving.
Cool, we'll go for that Varg place next. As we've already attacked the Varg, so might as well keep batting them down a little bit. Oh, raid the following province, Kraka Drak. That's the one that's over here. This must be this Dwarven one. And that may be our next target indeed, so we might be able to get that mission done.
Despoil.
Let's take this over.
Unleash chaos.
Another pathetic garrison. No match for my hulking army. Hopefully we'll come across a battle we can actually fight in a minute. And just auto-resolve all these. Raise or sack. I think I might raise this actually. Because with any luck, Bear Sibling will come over and take it, and they can expand and get themselves a little bit bigger, which is of course going to be important for their survival. There's just one place, they're not going to be able to do a lot. They are raising quite an army there though, horsemen. So next on our target is going to be those dwarves. Okay, let's see what happens.
Don't think so.
There be dwarves on the horizon. I've just encamped. I've upgraded my horde one. So I'm getting a little bit more powerful. I could go to level 3, but I'm not going to do that yet. I could build another building though. That one gets me Chaos Marauders with great weapons. They might be handy, especially when facing dwarves. I could make a... what's this? Ooh, a Blasphemous Icon. This will get me some of the better infantries, including Chosen at the top game. Oh yes. I may build that. I am slightly worried though that the dwarves are going to come over. There is a full stack of dwarves right there, so they may attack me before I get a chance to do this anyway. We'll go for it, I think. We'll just see what happens. I should be able to retreat out of their range if they do attack, so we'll be fine, probably. Hopefully, maybe. Okay, so that's all our construction done for now. I'm not sure when's a good time to think about raising a second horde. Because of course it can be a good idea to just have them as a backup. Just have like one general alive somewhere out the way. So if Sigvald gets killed and his army gets wiped out, at least the campaign won't be over. Because we'll be able to use that second horde. Lots of level 4 and 5 buildings. Dragon Ogre Shagoths, that's what we want. All the Dragon Ogres. Okay, we've got some technology to do. That'll do. Here we go, let's see if these dwarves make any moves. Oh, more dwarves have appeared. They have not attacked. Hero recruited. Hell yes, it seems we've been given a magic man, otherwise known as a wizard or sorcerer. Probably not a magic man. See if he can have a little scout about. There's a lot of dwarves. Lots and lots of dwarves, and we don't have a lot of armor piercing, so we probably will struggle. Oh, they are taking attrition though for some reason. Maybe they're stood on my chaotic lands, or maybe they're out in the cold. I'm unsure. Either way, I don't think I want to get too close to them. Maybe I can go round them. Not sure what else they've got. Oh, what? They've taken back Volksgrad. Those damn Kislevians. Oh, Bear Sibling have been growing. Look at that. All the Chaos Marauders. Okay, maybe they are going to be of some kind of use. With any luck, we'll be able to convince them to go to war with Kislev, and then we can start to beat them down. But I think as the dwarves are there, and I can't really get past them because they're probably a bit too tough for me at the moment, I'm probably best off just heading towards Kislev again. Just trying to see if I can
Let
pick
us
apart
go.
any of their places. Just do some damage.
Forward unto
Assault
slaughter.
some places. Sack some places. Oh, there's a massive army there. Ow!
I refuse.
No! They've ruined everything. See, this is why I need Bear Sunling. This is why they need to help me. The sooner they realise it's for the greater good, the better. So it seems I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place now. The eye opens. I can choose to please a god, Korn, or Zneech, however you pronounce that. Someone let me know if that was right. Probably not. I think melee attack is going to be far more use than agent actions at this point. Bear Sunling's moving up. God knows why. Looks like they want to die to dwarves, I guess. I'm not sure who they're... I don't think they're at war with them. I don't know why they're moving up there. Maybe they're going to take that place. That would be good, actually. Expand their borders a bit. Become a bit more powerful. Oh, that army's gone from Volksgrad. Let's go and make our way down there. We can sack it again. And again and again. The chaos is spreading there, though. It looks lovely. Ground's all grey with a little touch of orangey lava death blood stuff. Okay. I think that's about all there is to do. And let's see if Bear Sunling get destroyed by dwarves. Oh, looks like I'm going to get destroyed by Kislev first. Oh shit, run away. You see what I mean? They just come out of nowhere. This is why you have to be so careful with hordes, I think. Whew. I've only played a little bit of hordes in the past, in the previous games. In Attila you could be hordes and Rome too. Dwarves still not really budging. Well, it looks like going after Kislev is off the menu. You can't really go that way unless I could sneak past them, but I don't think that's a good idea. So I guess we'll head back towards the dwarves. Man, this is so hard. There's like nowhere I can go. If I go west, I get jumped by Kislev. If I go north, I get jumped by dwarves. I'm just going to stand here. Might have a little raid. And rake in a little bit of extra gold this turn. Oh, I'm making no gold. Why am I making no gold? Is this... Oh, they haven't... This is still a mess. They haven't actually repaired this yet. They've just taken it back and not repaired it for some reason. Okay, never mind then. That'll be why I couldn't make anything. Hopefully they won't try and kill me again. No, they're just going to sit by Volksgrad. Cool. I'm okay with that. Bear Sunling have moved right up now towards the dwarves. Are they planning to get a little bit crazy? There's some scaling here as well. Oh, everyone's closing in on these dwarves. I'm going to go join this party. Screw you, Kislev.
My adoring hordes agree.
See what's going on over here. Looks like something is really about to go down. There's 6 armies. So someone is bound to get murdered. Hopefully not me. Oh. The dwarves have... Oh. Oh. It looks like Bear Sunling got murdered by dwarves. Got a mission. Okay, so these dwarves look like they've been in a fight. Their units have lost some men. Or dwarves. They are taking attrition on my lands as well. Or on Chaos lands. I forget I have no lands. Probably best I pull back. I'm not sure what the scaling are doing either. They might be coming after me. They might be going after the dwarves.
I have no time for this. Direct me.
I've pulled back to Bear Sunling. I can use their support in case the dwarves come after us. We can all fight together. If they should be foolish enough to come our way. My wizard has a skill point. And that'll do, I think. Okay, let's see what transpires. Any movement, any movement. Oh, there is movement. They're still taking that attrition. They're getting weakened. The scaling are following them. The scaling with them? I'm not sure. I was just looking at the diplomatic stuff. And I'm thinking that my best bet is going to be to try and get rid of the Varg and make friends with the scaling. So if I can avoid a fight with them now, that would be good. Otherwise I'm going to start to deteriorate with the friendship because we are starting to improve with them. So that could be really pivotal in gaining control over one of those factions. And it's kind of looking like there's going to be a massive 3-on-3 battle, although I'm assuming that scaling aren't friends with those dwarves. I'm not sure why they're not attacking them and why they're not at war with each other, but I guess that's the AI. The scaling for some reason like to... Ooh, where have they gone? Oh, they got closer. Ambushes. Oh, they tried to ambush us. Cheeky. They've been discovered though. They are very close now. Oh, what do? Do I try and fight this? I'm never going to be able to defeat this many dwarves. I simply don't have enough armor piercing. And neither do Bear Sunling. It's a lost cause. I think I may have to abandon them to their fate. Which is pretty grim, seeing as I'm the one who awakened them. We'll see though. I definitely can't move off to the west, because Kislev will probably jump on me. see how far we can move round. Oh, we can go in the water. Oh, could I go round the dwarves? And sneak up on their settlements?
Never.
Oh! I've done you, dwarves! If I can get back to their settlements before they do, I can wreak absolute havoc. I've completely betrayed Bearsenling, who are probably going to get destroyed now. I am the betrayer, but I'm the chaos. It's fine. That's part of the deal. And it looks like Bearsenling have been thoroughly slaughtered. Sorry guys, you were a sacrifice for the greater cause. I'm going to go round and eat some dwarven babies. Speaking of which, why do you never see dwarven babies? Thinking about movies and stuff, never seen dwarven babies. How small are they? These are life's tough questions. There's a scaling army here. Oh fuck, if they're going to ruin my plan, I'm not going to be best pleased. See, I'm improving with them. I want to get peace with them, but they don't want it yet. Oh, please don't attack me. I want to take some dwarf stuff while they're not here. I've just betrayed my ally and everything to get here. Don't ruin it now, scaling. Ah, so they've moved and sat right next to the place. And the dwarves are coming back. Although they shouldn't be allies with them, so they shouldn't support them.
Shall we decant the
I'm just going to go for it.
Bring them to ruin.
Yeah. Okay, we can just do this, hopefully. And with any luck, we'll be able to move away a bit. I'm going to raise this shit. Screw you, dwarves. No, we can't go any further. But those dwarves, they're not too close, so we should be able to retreat away. If the scaling attack us, though, we may be in trouble. Oh, God. I'm worried that the scaling are going to come at me now. I think I should be able to take them, though. I've got tougher units. They've just got a lot of numbers on me. What shall I upgrade? Horde growth could be a good one, but I think upgrading my army is going to be a better call. Okay, let's see what happens. We're just going to go for it. Hopefully the scaling won't attack us. Oh, yes, they went away. Awesome. We're okay. We're going to be okay. We can move around to this next place as well now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, dwarves. You are too little too late, my friends. Well, they didn't even come after me. Well, they didn't even take out Bearsenling either. I thought they killed them off. Fair play. Everything's coming up roses. We shall move round towards Kraka Drak and prepare to attack that. Get a little bit closer. Why not? So we'll wait here. We've got to try and get it before the dwarves come, of course. Otherwise, there's no chance we're going to take it. They've only got these two places left. They're at war with only me and Bearsenling as well, so no one else to worry about for them. That's fine. If we get this done nice and quick, we could get rid of these dwarves once and for all.
We meet at Doomkeep.
Okay, let's end this turn and see if we can get this. Oh, we got some research. Oh, we've got to pay for the next research. There's a lot of money. I'm going to need all this stuff though, but we'll wait. We don't have the money at the moment. Once we destroy this place, we might have some more money. If we can destroy this place, of course. Dwarves still not coming this way, it seems. Okay.
Destroy.
Ooh, it's more in their favour. They don't have a massive garrison, but it is actually a walled city, which I didn't realise. But that's okay. We shall not be deterred. I'm not sure we have the time to really build anything, so I think I'm just going to go for it, to be honest. Screw it. We can do this. They've got a lot of missile units. Only 4 units. They don't even have a lord, so they don't like have a tough character to kill. I don't really have a lot of armor piercing though. In fact, I don't have any armor piercing apart from my halberds, but they're halberds. They're not really designed for killing infantry. So yeah, this could get interesting. Gonna have to try and pull all the distraction tactics with this one, I think, to minimize the damage to my infantry, as they're going to be very important. Because we don't have that armor piercing, we're going to need to try and wear them down. I'm going to use my hell cannon to try and blast a hole in the wall. I'm going to use my horses as a distraction to try and draw some missile fire. I'll use my warhounds for the same purpose. And then it's just a case of trying to get all these chaos warriors up as unscathed as possible. And then chaos marauders. I can use them as distraction as well to try and draw some of the missile units away. Or maybe they can just sneak over the wall on ladders. Okay, warhounds more for distraction. Chaos spawn, they're going to be on the door. Sigvald's going to be on the door as well. Let's go. I'm going to pause it to order my issues first of all. Order my issues, sure. That makes no sense. So I'm going to get these to run across the front just to draw missile fire. Oh, wrong button. Noob. There we go. Get these boys heading for the wall. If we can sneak them over, they might be able to open a gate or something. These warhounds could be distraction as well. You start blasting there on the wall. And I think we're about ready to go. Let's get this underway. Start to move my main line. I say main line, it's just my 4 infantry units, my best ones, my chosen and my chaos warriors. Trying to get them up as quick as possible, get them out of the way. The hell cannon's off. Taking loads of missile fire, but it's keeping it off the chaos spawn, which is good because we're going to need them to get down that gate. There's missiles on the right hand side as well. Oh, the chaos marauders are taking some. They've got shields, but there's a lot of missiles. I'm not sure they're going to make it. They'll try though. They'll do their darndest. We've drawn a few units over there, which is good. Means it'll thin it out for the Chaos Warriors and Chosen and stuff. Chaos Spawn have been a little bit hammered, but they're okay. Not too bad. Sigvald's nearly there as well. Get on this gate, boys. Try and get them out the view of the towers. That's the main thing. My horses taking a fair amount of damage. Just going to keep circling them around, get them moving. Drawing away all this missile fire. That's all they can really do in this fight. They're not going to do a lot against dwarves. We're bashing on the door now. Getting it down with relative speed. How's that wall doing? Doing alright, doing alright. It's getting there. Come on, Chaos Spawn. Who's on the other side? It's their general, of course. I want that wall to come down. I want it down now. Why are you walking? Oh, I've got my other... Left one of my units out there just taking fire for the fun of it. Actually, they haven't taken any fire, which is odd. But cool. I should have put my other unit over that side. They wouldn't have been shot. That's annoying. Oh well. We're up on the walls. We're going to be very tired, though, with those Chaos Marauders. Try and get these boys out of the way of the fire. Get a little circly with them. We may as well get some of these boys on the door. 60 odd % now, so it shouldn't be too long before that comes down. Oh, they can shoot us from up there. Cheeky, didn't think they'll be able to see us. So I need to move them in quick time. Don't want to be stood here taking missile fire to the brain. Hurry up on that door, guys. Could use the ladders, of course, but fatigue will set in, and that is not good at all, especially against the dwarves. General's on the other side of the door, so we're about to break through. There's a Chaos Spawner knocking. Oh, we're in. Get him, lads. Sigvald coming in. Oh, dwarves everywhere. Okay, so all of my non-armor piercing units are about to fight dwarves. This could take a while. Hopefully we have enough to get through them. Now, if we can get their general unit dead, it's obviously going to help. We'll break their morale down. Oh shit, my hell cannon's been destroyed. Forgot about that. There's only 2 left. Run away, guys. We need to stop these towers firing. Let's get some more distraction with the old horses. These are expendable units after all, in my book. We've got my Chaos Marauders up here. I'll start to move them down. They can go and be disruptive in some fashion, I'm sure. Get them into the back of those quarrelers. Probably going to be their best bet. They're obviously not the strongest in melee anyway, let alone against dwarves without armor piercing. So yeah, they're going to struggle whoever they fight, I think. How's it looking? How are we getting through this general? Sigvald's got some kills. Need to get the Chosen in here, really. That general is not going down easy, though. Routing some of my units. Go on, guys. You need to get away. You need to hide somewhere. Stop bashing the door down. Why not? Get the warhounds on the door. Kind of wondering if I should have taken the time to build some towers now. 2 towers would have done the job. I could have just got my Chosen up on the walls. We could have fought them one-on-one. We wouldn't have this kind of little trapped thing where half of... I've only really probably got about 20 men actually fighting here because they can't... There's not enough space for any more to fight. Got my Chaos Spawn in here though. They can smash a few around. I need to break through. I need to get through one of these units so I can bring more units in. I can tell them to charge in, but they're just going to sit there, half of them sometimes. Come on, Chosen. Starting to beat down that Lord's unit a little bit. But we've got a long way to go. Oh, they're shooting at something. They're sort of shooting at my marauders, but I think they're shooting at the random straggling ones rather than the big group of them, thankfully. Get into these quarrelers. Some thunderers down there. Most of them are just missing. They're shooting at random stuff. Random blokes. I'm down to less than half health, their general unit. Sigvald's doing okay. Still got plenty of health. Chaos Spawn, Chosen, everyone's okay on my army. We're not taking too much damage. It's just taking a hell of a long time to get through anything. I'm going to throw the Warhounds in. So I can use this somewhat boring battle to talk about the sieges and how much I hope they change them in Warhammer 2, because I'm really not a fan of what they did with the sieges in this game. If you played any of the previous Total Wars, you know what I'm talking about. This whole attacking from one direction thing, or like two directions maybe, is just not that fun, and there's very little you can do tactically. You just end up watching the fight on the walls or in gates. That's pretty much it. It's not like the old ones where you could sneak up behind them with a smaller army while your bigger army attacks, and you know, you can do like proper tactical stuff. It's just kind of watching and waiting for everyone to grind through each other, which is just really not fun to play, in my opinion. And I think the fact that it takes so long to build siege equipment, like, in how many times do you have 4 or 6 turns to just sit there and wait while you build siege equipment enough to really do a full proper siege? You'd never get that time, because you will pretty much always get attacked by another army while you're doing that, unless it's like the last settlement of a place or something. And then if you do get attacked, all the siege equipment disappears, so you've just wasted 4 or 6 turns doing nothing. It needs just the whole siege system needs a reworking, I think. You could do something like maybe you can make your siege equipment before you attack a place, but it just decreases your movement range greatly, and then you can just attack a place and besiege it straight away, which means the enemy doesn't have a ton of time to come and try and defend it. Or, but I don't know, just something, because the sieges in Warhammer suck. Alright, I know I've said it a million times, you've probably heard me moan about it a bunch of times, but it really does annoy me, because it's a big part of the game, and it was one of the most fun parts of the games. Like Shogun 2 sieges were great, I used to love those, but Warhammer sieges are just a dull grind, really. And I also realised I don't think I've ever played, and this is more of an AI issue, but I don't think I've ever played a siege defense in a campaign. And I think it's quite a common thing that just, for some reason, the AI never attacks you. It just tries to starve you out all the time. So you never actually get to kind of fight and be the one defending in a fortress. We'll see though. Hopefully they'll do them differently for Warhammer 2. I know people have made a lot of siege custom maps. Some of them are pretty cool. I've tried a few. So that's kind of saving it a little bit, but they shouldn't really be relying on the community to save the siege section of the game. Like, it should just be done better. Anyway, back to the battle. 6 hours later, we finally grinded through their general, and we have broken this lot. Going to get Sigvald up here. Got to stop these missiles from firing on my boys. That's going to do us too much damage. Stop that, you little bastards. We've broken all the units at the gate now. We can start to push towards the victory point. We'll move up here. Not sure what's down there though. Can't really see. Just tell our boys to leg it down there and start smashing anything that's in the way. Chosen's still in pretty good nick. Really need some armor piercing units as soon as I can though. Oh, my Chaos Marauders are getting... They're struggling with the Quarrelers as expected. But we're going to give a nice surprise to those Thunderers in a minute in the form of Chaos Spawn and Chosen and Prince Sigvald. Charge on down here. Not sure what else is over here. It's just Thunderers seemingly. We'll leave Sigvald fighting these Quarrelers just so they don't shoot us in the back on our leaving of this area. Cool. So it seems we've won this one, hopefully. This one wasn't easy though. It took a long time more than anything, and like I said, our lack of armor piercing made this very difficult, so it was a bold choice to try this, but luckily it has come off, even without any siege towers and stuff. A little bit risky, but I found it worth it. I need to get rid of those dwarves, because dwarves up here are going to be tough to deal with. The more I can get rid of them, hopefully Bearson and Link can come along and take some of these places. I think they can take the places that I've raised. Oh, these Thunderers have got a nice surprise coming. Even though they shouldn't be able to see them, they conveniently... Oh no, they're going the other way. We're marching on those boys. There's some miners coming back. They're not going to last long. So, our first Chaos battle has been a success. I was kind of worried there. I thought maybe it would end in disaster and our first battle would be a loss. That would be very... Where do these miners come from? For God's sake. They're just appearing out of the arse of nowhere. Come on, Chaos Warriors. Come and smash their Thunderers' heads in. I think what I'm going to do, once I get rid of these dwarves, if I can manage to, is maybe go and start to beat down Kislev a little bit. Try and take out a few places and keep my distance though, because obviously they've probably got some pretty big armies with 9 places. So if we can whittle them down, take a few places off them, hopefully maybe someone else will go to war with them, maybe the Varg or the Scaling. Try and make friends with the Scaling as well, that's important. We need to make friends with one of those bigger factions, otherwise we'll have to end up trying to wipe them out, which is not ideal. I'd rather go and wipe everyone else out, like all the Empire and stuff, which is part of my victory objectives, by the way. So, starting to try and formulate a bit of a plan with my Chaos Horde. Obviously, want to try and raise another Horde at some point. And I think that's important with campaigns. I get a lot of people asking me stuff about campaigns, and I think planning is a good way to go. You shouldn't just kind of bumble from one thing to the other. You should think of what you want to do and then figure out how you can achieve that, I think. Which is kind of true of real life as well. Free life advice here. So you just need to kind of take a look at all the enemies around you, take a look at all the potential allies around you, or allies around you, and then decide who you want to be allies with, decide whose lands you want, I suppose, and who you'd like to get rid of. If anyone you feel is a potential threat who may come after you later on in the game, you may want to try and take them out early, before they get too big. There are, of course, many variables, and campaigns can play out in a million different ways, so it's kind of hard to predict what's going to happen, necessarily. The Empire may get wiped out by turn 100, they may own half the map by turn 100. Who knows? Although I say all this, I'm not sure how true it is of hordes, because you're pretty much enemies with everyone as a horde, whether it's the Beastmen or the Chaos. Everyone hates you, so you kind of don't have to think about enemies and stuff. It's more try not to end up in a spot where all those enemies can get you at once, I think is part of the deal. But we'll find out as I progress through this campaign and I learn more about hordes. The battle's over anyway. We've won this one. A Pyrrhic victory indeed. I lost a lot of troops. I lost a fair few units as well. Well, that's okay. We've taken Kraka Drak and severely weakened those dwarves. They're probably going to suffer attrition now. We'll raise that, get it gone forever. I probably should start sacking some of these places for the money, but I just like getting rid of stuff. They're on their way back, sort of. They're still kind of sat over there. They could have got closer by now. Oh, the Scaling is sat next to their other place. Maybe they'll take that out for me. Save me a job. I definitely need to replenish though for a bit, because I'm in a bad way. And they're back and they're pissed. I'm not sure we can handle more dwarves.